That doesn't look good work. Damn, I try to pass it to you, Vegas.
With 26 flavors, got a sauce for every squad. Don't drip on the drip. The greatest of all times. Buffalo Wild Wings. Don't drip on the drip.
That's fake, but I.
Bro. These niggas the next. Fuck. Good, good.
If I would have had this when I was maybe 20, I probably would be a billionaire right now. I've been using output stuff for a while, and then when Arcade came out, I feel like
All right, right. Speaking of New York, the Brooklyn Nets, Rob, Kyrie Irving, and let's just do the whole story. Kyrie, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Kevin Durant were all cleared from COVID protocol and are eligible to play tomorrow. Now, Kyrie won't play because it's a home game. They play the 76ers tomorrow, but KD and LaMarcus Aldridge will probably play. But Kyrie, you know, he's going to ramp it up and get himself in basketball shape. But he had his first practice with the Nets, Rob, this season. And
Unbelievable.
he-
Here we
right,
are,
he
almost
talked
the
about-
start of the new year, right?
It's unbelievable. He talked about it afterwards. Here he is.
Coming into the season, I had my thought process on being able to be a full teammate and a full-time teammate, and just go out and have fun and provide, you know, a sense of a great brand of basketball out there. But unfortunately, it didn't happen like that. Things happen for a reason, and now we're here, and I'm just grateful for this.
Rob, I thought, and Kyrie said as well, that he understood the franchise's decision to, you know, basically send him away and you can't play in road management. And he respected it. He said he had to look in the, he didn't say look in the mirror, but he said he had to really try to look at it from their perspective.
Right, not his, right.
Right.
They're running an organization and a team, and everything is not going to be for you, Chris. You know, like, that's just how it is. I mean, and you either have to adapt or do something else, you know?
Right.
It's
Right.
not your team. It's not your decision. And it's unprecedented to have somebody who's half-stepping, not all the way with the team. You know what I mean? And I get it.
Right. And Rob, I thought he sounded more humble than he has in a long time. Because I mean, Kyrie comes off as arrogant. You know, his last Zoom thing when he, you know, did it on his own after he had kind of been, you know, decided he's not getting vaccinated. And, you know, think of some of the press conferences in the past, the recent past,
Right.
where he said, you know, the media are a bunch of pawns, and just so on and so forth. I thought he sounded a bit humbled for him to say, I'm grateful for this opportunity. Like, hopefully, I'm not just, you know, projecting onto him, but that he is a bit humble. That he had the game he loves taken away from him. And maybe it'll make him, you know, appreciate it more and, Rob, not take, you know, a week off here or there, or do some of the zany stuff he's done in the past.
I think he's playing for his basketball career and his basketball legacy. I really, from the standpoint of, he's on full display now. Like, if you're an owner as talented as he is, and I think you're right. The humble part comes because everybody thinks, right, like, you're that guy and you matter or whatever, and then you realize that life goes on without you, and the league goes on. The league doesn't pause. People stop after a while, Chris. Oh, they don't have Kyrie, and he's looking at the games, and every night the Nets are winning, and it's like, okay, I'm not on the team. Not like they went 0-22, and you're like, see, you need me. It wasn't like that. They're the best record in the East. So
Steph is doing his thing.
right,
Ja Morant's on the rise.
and
you
he
know,
sees
like,
it.
they move
and,
on. Yeah.
and then he's not on the top 75 list. When his contract comes up, can owners look at him honestly and go, "Can we count on this guy? It's the pandemic this time. Next time he doesn't want to play dribble the balls that are made in China. I don't know what the next thing is. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so he is playing for that. I think your basketball mortality flashes before you, and you go, wait a minute. Everybody else is playing, Chris. Nobody else is at home. Nobody. You're the only one at home.
Well, the only pushback I'll give, because I agree with a lot of what you said, but I would tone it down a little just because it didn't push him to get vaccinated.
No, I get that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Only because the Nets are the ones who gave in to him. The Nets could have played hardball, and he could have missed the entire season, and then I think we would have probably seen a different decision. And they didn't want to burn out Durant. They're looking at it. That
you think he might have gotten vaccinated?
I
Is that
think
what you're
that he
saying?
would have had to think about it, Chris, as to sit out a whole NBA season, and depending on what the Nets did and how much he was or wasn't missed. And like I said, I know he has one more year left of his contract, but if I'm an owner, I think Kyrie is a wild card and somebody you can't fully trust. And if it's not this, it's taking a mental break. It's doing other things, Chris, which is fine. And I applaud him for caring about other people and wanting to take up causes. But there comes a time where you play in your NBA career, you can play ball, retire at 35, Chris, and you got your whole life to dig in and roll your sleeves up and make changes, but you have to be committed to the place that's paying you. You just have to.
No doubt. And Kyrie, and we've talked about this, look, you can't have a savior complex. All right, you're not going to save the whole world. All right? And it's like you said, we applaud the fact that you're conscientious.
I love it.
That you
I
want to
love it.
help people, that you're concerned about issues. But your platform, Kyrie, and the money you make from it can only help your ability to address all those causes.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm a person that cares about a lot of issues. Rob, if I had hundreds of millions of
You
dollars,
can make things right. You can
oh
do
my
things.
gosh. And a
And-
platform like Kyrie Irving as a superstar basketball player, I mean, he's got to think about that.
But see,
Like,
here's
you
the other-
cannot understate that.
And you could want to help people, Chris. You do it, with your foundation and the good work that you do with at-risk youth and all kinds of stuff that you guys do.
Thank you.
It's the same thing with me. Like,
Right.
like with mentoring. That's a
Mentoring,
big
yep.
part of me, of what I do. But it doesn't interfere. I can mentor 25 people, but I'm not stopping my work. You know what I
Right.
mean? Oh, yeah, hey, Chris, I'm off. So-and-so's in town, a mentee, and I'm going with him. No.
Right, exactly.
I still got to do my job. And then when I have time to do the other stuff, that's fine. But you can't let those things get in the way of what your job is. No matter how good of a cause it is, you have a
Right.
job to do that somebody's paying you.
And we've said it. Look, he's got a job where he's going to retire, as you said, at 35, 36, 37 years old, still be a young man.
A lot
and
to
have
do.
money where money's no longer concerned for him and his next generation and the generation after that. So you can do whatever you want. You'll have the rest of your life to do that. You won't have the rest of your life to play basketball. And he has to love the game to get to the level he has. I mean, I get it. Everybody that makes the NBA doesn't love it. But Kyrie's not 7 feet tall, right? He's not like jumping out of the gym. Yeah, he's athletic, of course, but he's not like, one of those freaks of nature necessarily. He's skilled. He worked on his ball handling. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
can still
that don't just
remember,
come. He worked
Kyrie,
on his finishing.
Kyrie did first take with us, Chris. It was me and Skip that week. And Kyrie was one of the guests, like he was on the set with us. And I remember just looking at him, his size-wise, and you know what I mean,
Oh,
and everything. And I just said, like, if he was walking down the street, there's no way I think he's an NBA player. Like,
No.
he was in college. I just was like, there's not like he was super built. He just had a regular body. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, some guys
Yep.
look like athletes or whatever. He looked like a regular Joe. And I was like, wow, this guy's going to be the first pick in the draft.
Right.
And he's played 12 games in college.
So ultimately, Rob, here's the deal. Here's the question, and we'll throw it out to listeners in a moment. Do you think that Kyrie's return is going to be a positive or a negative for the Nets?
I think it's going to be a sounds. He's been humbled somewhat. He's playing for his basketball legacy and career. He's left off the top 75 list. Some people believe he belonged on that list. He's fighting
I
for
just
his
don't know
basketball.
how you put Dame on there and not Kyrie.
And not
Like,
Kyrie.
how do you
I mean,
choose him over Kyrie? You know what I mean?
100%. But
and you
Chris,
could argue vice versa too. But I don't know.
But some of that is because I think,
His
like
quirkiness, right.
his quirkiness, Dwight Howard became goofy, right?
Right,
And
right.
people
Good
kind of
point.
discounted Dwight. You go look at his first 10 years in the NBA. It's criminal he's not on the top 75. Criminal.
Right. Rob, I've said it. I don't think the Nets have looked like they could win it without Kyrie. They got a great record. They're the number one seed in the East, but they haven't played well against good teams. James Harden, we talked about it yesterday. Is he back? Now, if James Harden, who's had 2 great games recently, if he's the old James Harden, then I don't know that they need Kyrie. But from what I've seen all year, with this James Harden playing below his superstar level, I think they need Kyrie. And as long, Rob, as all the players, or virtually all the players, are on board, and they're gonna understand. Look,
Well,
when
they got to
Kyrie's
be
there,
on board. Otherwise,
right.
he wouldn't be coming.
And
back.
Harden and Durant are on board, or they don't
Right.
do it.
But the other guys.
But the
have
other
to be.
guys got to understand, look, my minutes are going to be different tonight because Kyrie's here. He's going to get shots. He ain't been with us all week, but he's going to come in and get 16 to 20 shots. All right. And as long as they understand that and can accept that, then I think it'll be a positive, Rob. We've seen playoff series, Rob, where, in fact, against Milwaukee last year, Kyrie played 4 games and Harden played 4 games out of the 7 because they were both injured. But, and they lost, I get it, but I think they were, at least, I'd rather have Kyrie for 4 games than none, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it will only bite them if he doesn't play in any of those games and they lose. Then they'll wonder if they did the right thing. But that's another story. All right.
The journey to quit vaping isn't easy, but you have the power to do it. Your story to quit for good is yours to tell, and we're here to help. For free quit support, visit kickitca.org today.
Yo.
Yo, Woody, what up, Woody?
Chicken, boy. Man,
Yo, what you, bro?
I'm macking, man. How they say it? Lit Year Eve to you, man. Happy New Year's, man.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Yeah, what you doing?
You already
What's on
started?
south?
You already started?
You said who? Nah, I'm about to get started. Maybe started.
Yo, Goody, man. I want to talk to the family, Goody, real quick, bro. I got a couple of questions, man.
Talk to the fan. Talk to the fan and good.
Yo, in all reality, right? What battle rap crew meant more, in your opinion, than battle rap? SONS. Yeah.
That's a
Look at the fan.
Yeah.
What? No, you ain't. No, but I had 2 picks, though. SONS or Dot Mob.
Say it again. Dot Mob and who?
SONS. Seeing how this all played out, seeing how wordplay is all played out.
I'm gonna say Dot Mob for me.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
and the reason why, because I got up on the Suns after.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Even though the Suns is more influential as in wordplay and how niggas break down words and shit, I was more familiar to Dot Mob first.
Okay.
If you understand what I'm saying. So I'm gonna say Dot Mob, but as the coaches moving forward, it looked like the Suns.
Because of the pen whatnot, right?
Yeah, the Suns, pen-wise, more influential, but Dot Mob is more of a higher status.
Okay. Yo, what are we doing with Sharon and JC, bro?
Said Sharon and JC.
What we doing?
I got JC 2-1.
All right. Tell me why. Tell me why.
Sharon don't lose. However, but however, I got JC. I don't know. I'm more of a JC nigga. You know what I'm saying? Right? Because I'm more of a JC. I don't know. JC's a hard nigga to beat to me. Sharon might win off the rebuttals and shit.
Okay,
I don't think he write better.
But look, though, star quality.
Sharon got more star quality. Though.
You think so?
Yeah, I was there when Sharon battled Geechee Gotti. You know what I'm saying? When we was in Orlando. So Sharon battled a lot. He's like basically the URL killer if you want to be technical. He don't be losing.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
He don't be losing niggas, but however, I'm going with JC though. Sharon don't lose, but I'm going with JC. I think JC got more to prove.
Introducing Opera GX, the first browser built for gamers. Match your setup colors with specially designed themes. Get rid of FPS drops with built-in RAM and CPU limiters. Keep an eye on the most exciting game releases. Download Opera GX now.
My passion is to use music as a universe.
JC has more to prove, but yo, I'm gonna be real with you. I do not feel comfortable saying he's gonna beat Sharon, bro. Sharon has battles that I feel like were on bigger platforms. That at certain times, that Pat Stay battle was a serious battle. The K Shine battle. Not saying JC ain't battle these niggas, but it's just like I don't know, B.
No, I know what you're saying, because you know JC coming off the loss from Sirius Jones, I don't think he want to lose to Sharon right after Sirius Jones. Like Sharon's better than Sirius Jones, technically.
You
So
think so?
technically,
Sharon's
Sirius
better
Jones-
than Sirius Jones?
technically, Sirius Jones is a legend. It doesn't mean he's better than Sharon.
Yeah.
Like we talking about rapping wise, like punchlines and shit, right?
Yeah, but it's battle rap gotta be more than that. Right now, look.
And
You
so
got-
look,
you
took
got
the words out of my
Sirius
mouth.
Jones,
Sharon
look.
does more than Sirius Jones.
Look, you got Sirius Jones and Chilla Jones getting ready to battle. Who you got? Let me see who you got on that one.
Chilling.
Because it depends.
Yeah.
Sirius Jones,
What's the
in
setting?
my
Is it small
opinion,
room setting?
battle. Sirius Jones battles better than Chilla Jones, I feel like, bro.
He's a better battler. I don't know if he's gonna out battle Chilla Jones. Though.
Yo, but this,
What's
you
the-
say you're a better battler. This is battle rap.
Yeah, but battler and rapping is still two different things. You could be a better battler. It doesn't mean you're gonna